Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to show you a great drill you can use to warm up your players and most importantly help develop their fielding ground ball skills and making accurate throws through a lot of repetition. When I hold tryouts, this is actually one of the drills that I use to help gauge the player's fielding and throwing mechanics. Equipment needed: if you don't have buckets for your softballs, then I recommend that you get some. If you do have spare buckets to hold the balls after each throw, it would save you a lot of time. Again, this is optional. So this is how you do the Criss Cross Infield Drill. So you're going to set up your coaches. They're going to be hitting from one here, one here. And if you have extra coaches or you have players like catchers that won't be fielding a lot, then you can have them be catching in these positions here. So one on first and then one on third. Okay. So you're going to line up your players behind second. Your other players over here behind in shortstop position. Okay, and so this is how it works. So let's say this coach on the left side here goes first. So they'll hit the ball, and as soon as this ball's hit, this coach will hit a ball too at the same time. So they're actually crisscrossing at the same time. That's why it's called a crisscross. And all they're doing is they're fielding the ball, and so if this one's going first, they're going to field it, and they're going to throw, and then they're going to throw here. Okay? And it's just repetition over and over. So the next person goes, the next person goes, and the next person on the blue side goes, right? So they're going to go. And then this is why I said if you have extra buckets, because all you're doing, you're just going to go right in order, and they're just going to be filling up those buckets. So you're going to be hitting over harder ground balls, be hitting them. And they're going to be fielding it, throwing it over there, and then placing it in the bucket. Okay, and then as soon as that bucket gets filled, you bring that bucket over to the coach and they hit again. So all you're doing is hitting those balls to the players right out of the gate and letting them field ground balls. So it's a great way to get them warmed up, like I said, for after, when you start your practice and they do their stretching dynamics and their jog, go straight in this drill, and it sort of helps them get warmed up. I like doing this drill and the moving around the horn drill. I'll link to it here on the top here, but moving around the horn and this drill here helps start getting the blood flowing and then them getting that feeling of fielding and throwing the balls, okay? So what you're going to do after you've filled out a couple of these buckets, is depending on how much time you want to spend on this, all you're going to do now is actually, let me get rid of these. So you're going to actually switch these sides, because this side over here, the red side, is actually going to be used to throwing the first. So you're going to have them switch. So now you're going to have red go over here on this side. So they're going to be throwing the first. And then the blue team that was on this side is now going to be throwing over the third base. And so you can just keep doing that, and you're going to be hitting those balls, and then be throwing the bucket. And then when you feel like they've got enough repetition, then this is where you can actually have them switch back, and then you can start hitting the ball not too far, but you want to sort of hit it onto their backhand, right? So you're going to hit the ball to their backhand a bit. They're going to hit the ball to their backhand, and they're still going to come over, make that throw, and then make that throw, right? And then you keep doing that until they get comfortable. Have them switch sides, right? Have them switch sides again, so blue will go over to the other side and red will go over the other side. And then you can actually even, instead of the backhand, you can actually make the ball go to their forehand a bit. So they're going to come over here, make that throw to three, and then come over here and make that ball, get that ball and throw it over again, right? So they're going to field over here, they're going to throw it here, and then fill up the bucket. So again, this is a really easy drill to help work on repetition and the fundamentals, and you can start correcting them on their throws. I did mention this at the beginning. This is actually a great drill when I do my tryouts that helps me assess, right? You can see who has the proper mechanics for throwing, who has a strong arm, and for fielding, and their range. So when you start hitting the ball to their backhand and forehand, you'll see how they're actually attacking that ball and how they're actually taking that ball, planting their feet, making that throw, or making the throw on the run, right? You can even actually make this drill. You can actually, I'm going to say it's not safe because the balls are being crisscrossed, but if you do the slow roller, they'd have to charge a ball, but then now they'd be getting in the way of the balls. But an example, there's different ways that you can hit this ball to sort of see where their skills are at and help develop them. So again, there is an outfield crisscross drill, and I'm going to show that in another video. You'll get the idea, and you're just basically coaches hitting on both sides. But this is a really easy drill to help build the foundation on fielding ground balls and accurate throws and a lot of repetition.
Thanks for watching Easy Softball Drills for your practice plan. Make sure to check out our other videos and subscribe to our channel.